How to lose weight fast or stay in shape. Would need lemon, clove, and ginger for this. I made a video about a guy not paying his boat ride in one of my last videos. Well, the guy has finally paid. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Nkemelu Chineye. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to share. Get as much ginger as you can lay your hands on. Wash your gloves and soak it for a minimum of 30 minutes, and if you have time you can soak it for an hour. Thoroughly wash your ginger because we will use the back too, so you have to wash it very well. We will not be needing the back of this lemon, but you would have to wash your lemon clean. Then you go ahead and peel your lemon after washing it. I got talking with somebody. I don't know how true this is because I haven't made research on it, but he said aside from the properties in gloves, it also helps to activate other ingredients. There are other methods in which you can make this lemon, ginger, and clove drink, but this remains the fastest. Another method for making this is the method of boiling it. You would do all this, wash everything, cut everything, and boil. In this process, you don't need to grate it. You just need to cut them all and boil them. So today I'm using this method because I do not have so much time. Blend your ingredients. Yes. Now that's clove water you set aside is what you would use in blending your ingredients. You can add more water if it's not enough along the line. After constant taking of this drink, in 2 weeks time, I promise you, you'll see lots of changes on your body. Taking this drink alone without exercising is also very effective, but you have to watch whatever you're eating. After grinding, you sieve. I didn't make a video where I sieved it, but after sieving it, the chaff will look like this. It's going to look like paper. Yes, then you know that you did a great job. Then your juice is going to come out to look like this. Yes, after juicing it to look like this, you can store. After 2 to 3 days of storing, it's going to ferment a little bit. It doesn't mean it has gone bad. It is still good. You take a cup first thing in the morning and a cup last thing in the night. After taking my drink, I went to the gym. So I read a story somewhere about a married couple. What men cannot do does not exist. Don't get me wrong, go. I like men. I'm not a feminist, but this particular one shocked me. I mean, why would you get married to a person and treat her like this? So the story goes like this. A guy and a lady got married after several years of dating. During their dating life, this guy has a Lexus 350 and the girl didn't have a car, though she knew how to drive. Her family are well-to-do. They are not super rich, but they can provide what they need. So after dating this girl for a while, and they got engaged, and engagement lasted for a year. They finally got married, and her family decided to gift her, and they got her a Camry on her wedding day as a gift. She was the last child of the family. All the while they've been together during their dating years, he always knew she knew how to drive, and not for a day did he give her his keys to take his car anywhere. So after the marriage, he started driving her Camry more often, going to work, going out. He was always driving the car. So on this fateful day, he went out with her car again and came back home without the car. He was looking beaten. His clothes were torn. There were wound marks on his body. His wife saw him and rushed to where he was standing and was asking him what happened, what was going on. He was crying. She called her neighbor. Her neighbor came in and they were all asking him what was going on. He finally said they stole his car and money, and while doing that, they beat him up. After hearing that, the wife started consoling her husband, telling him that he should not worry, that at least they didn't kill him and all that. So after that day, they continued their lives. One day at work, her colleague asked her to please join her to go see an apartment she was trying to get, so she would advise her if the apartment was good enough for her. She was not buying the idea about going with her at first. She didn't want to go. She had plans for the day. So after the friend convinced her and begged her several times, she decided to go with her friend and colleague. They got to the apartment. While at the gates, the entrance to the apartment, they saw a car. A car drove past them, and this car was her car. She tapped her friend and was like, "This is my car." The friend was like, "Are you sure this is your car?" She said, "Yes, this is my car. The plate number is still there. This is my car, I'm very sure." She called the security to the place where the car parked and asked the security who owned the car. So the security guy was like, "This car belongs to the lady that's living in this house. She got this car 3 weeks ago." The lady shouted, "3 weeks ago? That is the same time my car got missing." So that her colleague advised her that if she was sure this was her car, she should call the police. So they called the police. When the police got there, they called the lady that drove the car there and they were asking her how she got the car. The lady got angry and was shouting that she got this car as a gift, that this is her car, she got this car a few weeks back, she doesn't know what they're talking about. Then the police officer asked to see the particulars of the car. When she brought out the particulars of the car, it was carrying the name of the other woman. When the lady was like, "This is my name, this is my name," the police officer asked her for her license or any valid ID card. She brought it out and it was exactly her name. The same way it was on the particulars was the same way it was arranged on her ID card. So the police officer asked the lady to join them to the police station for further investigation. While on their way to the police station, she kept making calls, trying to call her connections, blah blah blah, and trying to call the husband of that lady. The man was not picking her calls. Finally, they arrived at the station. The DPO of this police station asked her how she got the car, and she said it was a gift from her boyfriend. So at this point, the lady was already praying that it is not what it is looking like. The police officer asked the lady for a picture of her boyfriend, and she brought out a picture. This picture happened to be the husband of the other lady. So when the real owner of the car saw the picture, she shouted, "This is my husband's picture! This is my husband!" and passed out. The police officers rushed her to a hospital. When she recovered, she ran away from the hospital and went to her family house. On getting to her family house, she explained everything that had happened to her parents, and her husband was summoned. Mind you, this marriage has not even lasted up to 12 months. So when the husband got to her family house, her parents were questioning him, asking him what they are hearing, if what their daughter told them was true. And he confirmed the whole story and kept blaming the devil and begging his wife to please forgive him. It was the devil's handwork. It was never his intention to have somebody outside, and what happened was all the devil's handwork. He cannot explain what happened, what came over him, but he really loves her. She should please forgive him and they should go back home and continue living as husband and wife should live, and such a thing would never repeat itself. The wife kept crying. She kept saying this is not what she bargained for, this is not what she wanted, this is not what he promised her. He promised her long happiness, he promised her peace, joy, he promised her that she was going to be treated as a queen, and she gave him her heart. She is really disappointed. She kept crying and saying all sorts of things. Her parents kept pleading with her to please stop crying. After crying for a long time, she passed out again. Her parents and the husband rushed her to the hospital for the second time. This time around, the doctor confirmed that she was 2 weeks pregnant. So while at the hospital, the other lady kept calling her husband's phone, and the husband kept going out and coming back. She noticed it was the lady that was calling him. So she asked her husband what was going on, why he kept going out, and why that lady was still calling him. The husband explained to her that that lady was his ex that just flew in from abroad. So she called her mother and told her mother to ask her husband to leave, kept begging and begging and saying that she should not worry, he's going to sort everything and they will stop talking. She got angry and said, if with everything that has happened, you can still be going out to look for privacy to talk to her, it means you are not going to change and we are not meant to be. So she told him that she was not going to continue with the relationship, that it was over between them and he will hear from her lawyer. That is the end of the story. At this point, you all should have known that when I get to this mirror, it means I'm done with my workout for the day. And today, you get to see my coach. That coach that has been giving me difficult exercises. This is my coach. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all next time. Bye.